You can walk around. You're not going to get truncheoned. You're not going to get fined. This isn't France or Italy or Spain or, in fact, North Korea or China. This is Great Britain. Look, just don't take the piss. Don't have a party with 100 people, everyone sweating on top of each other, breathing on everyone. Maintain your social distancing. The police are not going to come for you, man. They're not. They don't care. I was walking with my daughter and my baby in the buggy, and the police van drove past here in Swinton. This is 2 days ago. And so the van slows down. He turns around, and he comes back. I was like, here we go. I'm about to get questioned. So he pulls up alongside me, he winds down the window, young guy, all smiles. Charlie, how are you? What's going on with the quarantine? I'm like, how are you guys? They're like, they're so bored, so quiet. Hi everyone, Charlie here. Still March the 31st, Tuesday. We're here at Langley Road in Salford. There's been a massive industrial fire. It's just what you need as the backdrop of a blackened sky and for the air to smell of burnt plastic to give Armageddon that authenticity that it needs in a slow motion apocalypse. Yeah, we're here in an industrial estate in Salford, Agecroft. A lot of speculation. Is it a toy factory that's burning? It's certainly industrial warehouse units. They've been watering it, they've been firefighting it for the last 2 hours. And you can still see very large orange flames licking the sky. Now, if we come over here, something that I found interesting. This pump here, the smaller hose is coming locally from here. But the really thick one, the really large one is, I've walked a mile from the main Agecroft drag, so they didn't have enough water on site here to put it out. So my theory is, if they had more water points, that fire would be out by now. Hi everyone, today's March the 31st, Tuesday. I am currently the only man in central Manchester. If you hear any noise, it's the creaking escalators in front of me. Today, the United Kingdom government is going to reveal the true number of confirmed coronavirus fatalities. Turns out, we've only been counting the ones that die in hospital. And there's a nice eye-shaped window. Come down, Starbucks. But if you want some symbolism for the end of the world, I guess this till here, this pay point, has ka-chinged its last ka-ching. It's now just sad, forlorn, empty. Kind of just like every major city on Earth. World War I, which killed many tens of millions of people, the rate over the 4 years was killing 6,000 soldiers a day. Coronavirus, 2 days ago, killed 3,000 people. Yesterday, it killed 3,500 people. It's a massive percentage jump in one day, like 13-14% increase. I give it about a week before this conflict against this virus is more deadly than World War I. There's been a police force in the UK, Derbyshire Police. They're near a town called Derby, obviously. They are getting insulted and told off by people in the government, former chief justices, very prominent lawyers and barristers and solicitors and attorneys. Because what they did, and again, remember, this is Great Britain. We fought 2 world wars to not have people in uniform come and shout at you for being out of the house. Derbyshire Police, they actually used drones to go and follow romantic couples walking out in the forest. Or there was a guy walking near a cliff in the middle of nowhere, maybe a kilometer away from the nearest human, so he couldn't infect anyone, could not get infected, and they shouted at him from the drone as if this was Beijing, Pyongyang. You will obey the glorious Workers' Party. So yeah, so now there's been government guidance issued to all the police forces saying be measured, be proportionate, be reasonable, and remember the spirit of our ancestors that shot and killed fascists and communists is in our blood. So okay, now they're wearing, you know, nightclub, cyberdog, fluorescent green, yellow, high visibility clothing. They got bright, shiny lights. But it doesn't matter. The spirit is the same. The great British people will not be put under house arrest willy-nilly. Look, we will all come together in a national effort to save 50,000 grannies and granddads from a very painful death, a preventable death, This is us coming together as a nation, spirit of the Blitz, spirit of Britain, spirit of doing things together. And I hope people don't think, oh no, look at that, you're getting told what to do by your government. Am I at home? Are the police shouting at me? There's a lot of conspiracy theorists trying to make this 10 times worse than it actually is. We're coming together to try and stop a really bad virus. And I'll end this little segment here by saying, because people get confused, they get angry. They say, Charlie, oh, you're talking about mortality rates. Let me just say it specifically and factually. Every single pandemic, whether it's Spanish flu, whether it's Ebola, whether it's SARS, whether it's swine flu, the way you figure out the mortality rate is you take the confirmed cases and you compare it against how many recover and how many die. As I've said in my previous 3 videos, we can speculate and pacify using Schrodinger's patients, Schrodinger's carriers. Say 1 trillion people are infected, the mortality rate's 0.00000. But when it's all said and done, when the dust settles, we will figure out the mortality rate by finding the confirmed number of cases versus the confirmed number of people that die from it. Currently, we've got about 200,000 closed cases, and this is bad. A week ago, 87% lived and 13% died. As of last night, 81% live, 19% die of the confirmed cases that have had an outcome. Let's guess Charlie's height today. Let's not do this too hard. This is going to fuck me up. This is going to really fuck. Ow! Fuck's sake. One advantage of the lockdown is the cinematic background of the entire city being shut down. This is a main road coming from Salford into central Manchester, and I'm stood in the middle of it, in the middle of the day. Why are you speaking to me? Why are you speaking?
Because you seem to be just hanging around and I don't understand what you're doing.
Why are you bothering me?
Well, because you're there and you don't seem to be going anywhere.
And who are you to enforce that?
No, I'm not trying. I'm just wondering. I feel like you're tagging me.
Can I ask you?
Because you're not moving
Wait.
somewhere.
Seeing as you started it, who are you and why are you not going home?
Are you blind?
Why are you not going home? You should be at home. Do I look blind, madam?